President Trump announces that the governor of New York State, Andrew Cuomo, is to visit the White House on Tuesday.
The governor's going to come in to see us tomorrow. He's coming to the Oval Office tomorrow afternoon. Andrew is going to be coming in with some of his people, so we look forward to that.
Price of US oil goes negative as demand dries up and producers sell rather than store their supplies. Across the UK, there are still urgent calls for supplies of protective equipment as ministers say that every effort is being made. The number of people currently confirmed to have the coronavirus in Italy falls for the first time. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his main rival, Knesset Speaker Benny Gantz, say they are forming an emergency government of national unity to deal with the coronavirus pandemic. Mr. Netanyahu will be Prime Minister for the first 18 months. Mr. Gantz would then take over for the remainder of a 3-year term. The British billionaire Richard Branson says he is willing to use his private Caribbean island as collateral in order to raise money to help save some of his businesses. He said any money lent by the British government to his Virgin Atlantic airline would be paid back on commercial terms. Saudi Arabia has extended the suspension of public prayers at Islam's 2 holiest sites during the fasting month of Ramadan to limit the spread of the coronavirus. A shortened version of late evening prayers will be held without worshippers at the Grand Mosque in Mecca and the Prophet's Mosque in Medina. The President of Madagascar has officially launched a locally produced herbal tea which he claims is both a prevention and a cure for coronavirus. That is despite the fact that health experts say there is as yet no known cure or vaccine. The President claims it's proven to be effective and had cured 2 patients in the country.
Virgin Australia has confirmed it's gone into voluntary administration. The airline, one of the first major corporate casualties of the pandemic. The company says revenue dried up when it was forced to cancel nearly all flights. More than 10,000 jobs could be at risk.
Good morning. The value of American oil dipped below zero for the first time ever yesterday, reflecting the state of the global economy.
President Trump has said he will suspend all immigration into the United States as a measure to tackle coronavirus. He made that announcement on Twitter, saying he was acting to protect the jobs of American citizens. The US has already agreed with its neighbours in Canada and Mexico to extend border restrictions on non-essential travel. And movement is currently limited from both Europe and China.
The number of people in Italy confirmed to have the coronavirus has fallen for the first time. Officials say the small but symbolic drop is a positive development. Italy's death toll has now passed 24,000. Germany and some other European countries have begun to ease lockdown restrictions.
The price of American crude oil has recovered slightly after being worth less than nothing yesterday. That meant traders were paying to get it taken off their hands. Fears over a lack of storage capacity saw the price fall as low as minus $37 a barrel. Nina's going to be talking about this a bit later on. It now stands at just over $1 a barrel.
You might have made a mistake, but you were sort of right as well. It was worthless briefly.
And worthless, yes. Germany has started to ease some of its restrictions on movement, but says the decision will be made later today over whether its famous Oktoberfest will go ahead this year. It's the world's largest beer festival. It had been due to start in mid-September, but is expected to be cancelled due to coronavirus. The event attracts around 6 million visitors to Munich every single year.